are seeing it everywhere. Tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. It's demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth, and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful, no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up, and Stay Up Summit.
In a world where technology is rapidly changing the workforce, have you ever wondered the impact of AI and tariff war on women? How can women leverage social media to access information, to build their personal brand, and also get access to their available resources? Hi everyone, I'm Zubaita Siddiqui. I'm a public speaker and a digital marketing strategist. Today, I want us to explore some of the impacts AI and tariff war has on women. First of all, AI has come to stay, and it's either we embrace it or we allow it to take control of our lives. But some of the impacts of this AI and tariff war on women is, first of all, women in the manufacturing and data entry sectors are at a very risk of losing their job. This is because AI and automation will take control of their job, will be doing their work for them, and because of that, employers may want to displace them. Secondly, women will face the challenge of accessing financial support, especially women in entrepreneurship. Tariff war will also have an impact on women and placing barriers on them having access to financial service, and it will also have an impact on their livelihood. But aside that, there are also opportunities on social media that women can take advantage of. And what are they? We have networking opportunities. Women can network on social media. For instance, when you go on LinkedIn, you see a lot of women making an impact. There are a lot of women doing very well for themselves. You can network with them, and from there, it can create a lot of opportunities for you. Personal branding. We can use social media to build our personal brand. You can build your personal brand as a woman on social media by positioning yourself as an expert in your field of work. And lastly, access to information. There are lots of information on social media which you can get access to as a woman. Information on your self-care, information on how to acquire new skills, and information on how to build your personal brand. But aside that, women are still excluded in some places. And we all know that women are excluded in places like leadership position and also in STEM field. So how can we use social media to call for the inclusion of women in those sectors? First of all, we can use social media to amplify the voices of women. We can use it to share our stories. Women that are making it big out there. We can use social media to amplify their voices by sharing their stories on social media so that it can go well for people to see what women are doing. We can also provide the necessary information for women on social media. When women have the right access to information through social media, it can boost their self-confidence and also provide more opportunities for them. Innovative instigation. Innovative instigation.
Hi. So today is day 3. I am Tshepo Zelayakosi of Innovative Instigation Enterprise, and we are here for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up, and Stay Up Summit. And we are going on a tour to elevate our brands and our careers and businesses leveraging social media. And today we are going to be talking about landing pages, websites, and how do we leverage them? How do they even relate to social media and building this wonderful brand that is unforgettable and can help us to go forward in our careers and businesses. And we have an amazing speaker from Nigeria who will be our tour guide. And her name, her name, I'm going to say the one that I know how to say, and it's confidence, confidence. I don't want to butcher the name, so I need her to be the one who's going to say it for us, because Tshepo is just from Botswana, you know what I'm saying, and I will try, and we're gonna have a little tutorial when she comes in and says it for us. Otherwise, welcome, and we're going to be having Confidence joining us in shortly. Now
Innovative instigation.
Feels like the best of times and yet the worst of times. We are seeing it everywhere. Tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. is demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth, and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful, no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up and Stay Up Summit.
Innovative instigation. In a world where technology is rapidly changing the workforce, have you ever wondered the impacts of AI and tariff war on women? How can women leverage social media to access information, to build their personal brand, and also get access to their available resources? Hi everyone, I'm Zubaita Siddiqui. I'm a public speaker and a digital marketing strategist. Today, I want us to explore some of the impacts AI and tariff war has on women. First of all, AI has come to stay, and it's either we embrace it or we allow it to take control of our lives. But some of the impacts of this AI and tariff war on women is, first of all, women in the manufacturing and data entry sectors are at a very risk of losing their job. This is because AI and automation will take control of their job, will be doing their work for them, and because of that, employers may want to displace them. Secondly, women will face the challenge of accessing financial support, especially women in entrepreneurship. Tariff war will also have an impact on women and placing barriers on them having access to financial service, and it will also have an impact on their livelihood. But aside that, there are also opportunities on social media that women can take advantage of. And what are they? We have networking opportunities. Women can network on social media. For instance, when you go on LinkedIn, you see a lot of women making an impact. There are a lot of women doing very well for themselves. You can network with them, and from there it can create a lot of opportunities for you. Personal branding. We can use social media to build our personal brand. You can build your personal brand as a woman on social media by positioning yourself as an expert in your field of work. And lastly, access to information. There are lots of information on social media which you can get access to as a woman. Information on your self-care, information on how to acquire new skills, and information on how to build your personal brand. But aside that, women are still excluded in some places. And we all know that women are excluded in places like leadership position and also in STEM field. So how can we use social media to call for the inclusion of women in those sectors? First of all, we can use social media to amplify the voices of women. We can use it to share our stories. Women that are making it big out there. We can use social media to amplify their voices by sharing their stories on social media so that it can go well for people to see what women are doing. We can also provide the necessary information for women on social media. When women have the right access to information through social media, it can boost their self-confidence and also provide more opportunities for them.
Innovative instigation.
So we're back, and we will be joined by confidence as along the way. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about the landing pages, websites, growing our social, as we're leveraging social media. Those definitely have to come into the picture, and at the same time we also want to leverage social media and the different platforms. As you are aware, LinkedIn has its own special features, TikTok has its own special features, Facebook has its own, and all of these features allow us to do amazing things, and they don't behave the same way, but at the same time also because all of us are, let me say all of us, but different people who choose to be on social media. Not everyone is on social media. Use it, interact with them in different ways, and just because of that, now that creates advantage. It creates advantage, and you use the platforms to connect, to play, to joke, to host events, and a whole lot of things. Like how in TikTok we have TikTok challenge. Some people are using TikTok for teaching now, but it started off being about music and dancing and doing those different moves. Then on Facebook, it has its own features. You can be in the marketplace, you can have a group, you can have a personal page. Now you can now also live stream on your profile directly, whereas initially that wasn't the case. Then YouTube allows what it allows as well, both long format and the shorts. With Instagram, you've got reels, and yes, now there's some commonalities there with reels, with shorts, with what do you call them, stories. Yes, all of that, and all these things are on other people's land. Facebook owns what they own, TikTok owns what they own, and just like X and all of the others. And so we want to leverage this because everybody's there playing and we're meeting each other, but at the same time we also need to be building our brands. You build your brand, you can build your brand having both your social media presence, and you also can build it having your website and landing pages and all of that. In fact, you can have multiple websites, you can have multiple landing pages. We have our website right there. You guys can see the domain name. That's the name of our business. And that's the main website, but it's not our only website. And so there are reasons for having it, having that, so that you can direct people as it relates to whatever the purpose for each website and for each landing page and all of that. So we want to just expound and look at those things and engage. So that is why we're having the conversation with Confidence, and she's our expert in that area. But by the way, even myself, I am a computer science graduate, and so I also do understand about the role of, you know, tech and these landing pages and websites. They can do a lot of things. You know that with an e-commerce website, you use an e-commerce website because it has, okay, we'll start with the word commerce. Commerce means that now you're going to be trading. There will be transacting going on, and you can have a wide range of things. As you can see that something like Amazon and eBay and I'll just name just those two, not to go too far on a wild goose chase. That on its own there's a lot of marketers there. There are people who are selling different things, and each one is focusing on their own. I can say, in fact, they also have their own shop, because it's very complicated. It's very robust, you know. Everybody having their own shop inside this big marketplace, and in a sense it's called e-commerce. I mean, Amazon can be thought of as an e-commerce site as well, but then it's an e-commerce site which has which allows people to build their own e-commerce inside it. So that's what I mean when I say it's robust, right? So then at the same time, there's you wanting to sell to people. There's people who want to be having websites for events. That's also where you want to be selling. You know, there are so many things that you can be doing, that you could be selling. And it doesn't necessarily mean that a person will choose to sell on Amazon only. They can be selling from other places as well. So now you have to start thinking about making sure that people don't get confused and lost. But at the same time, you also want to own your shop. You know, everybody wants to own their shop. We have our own. We have Innovative Instigation. That's our domain. We own it. And then it talks about various things about what our business is about. And then there's my brand as well, personal brand. Yes, that one, it also needs its own site, which is actually still being developed, by the way. We didn't forget about it. We're actually changing it, so it's off. It's not published. And then different types of brands need their own land. Facebook is its own land. TikTok is its own land. We are just borrowing these people's lands to take advantage of what they've allowed us. And then we have to think about how we get, how as we're interacting like this, that you are building with a long-term view. Yes, maybe initially you got on these social media platforms with excitement, and you just wanted to play and test them out and grow your following. But I want to believe that you want to do it. You want to be on it to do some serious things that can actually help you as well. As much as, yes, you can be socializing, as much as you can be leveraging the platforms to connect with people and meet people and, enjoy the features. But everyone, it has some kind of a purpose. And you can't just be saying, okay, I'm just growing followers for the sake of just growing followers. Why are you growing them? Why do you want to get followers? Why are you building community? What is it all about? I just want to know, and it's for you to also to think about. And before we started this, we played a snippet, like an interview session where we were speaking to one of our panelists, and she was talking about it in terms of the context of her, in a segment of her audience. She deals with women, and she's an advocate for them being empowered. And so if we just look at the case of women being empowered, you would ask yourself, why do women need to be empowered? She's talking about how women tend to be excluded or left behind. She spoke about how they can be left behind maybe when it comes to leadership roles. She also gave an example of maybe if you are in STEM, say the STEM field, like the science, technology, engineering, what's the M stand for again? Maths, yes. But then I also know that some people also call it STEAM, meaning they kind of include, I think it's arts as well. So it's science, technology, engineering, art, and maths. Some use that acronym. So yes, women sometimes who are in those sectors, maybe they can be sidelined, or sometimes it's seen that it's not the space for women, it's more for men, because in some places there's more support if it's men who are venturing into those fields in terms of getting training and getting capacitated. Yo, tongue twister. And then there's also, she also makes mention of, or I can highlight, if women are also in manufacturing or data entry sort of roles, how they can be getting impacted by just this adoption of AI and what is this, and the impact also of tariff wars, that all these things are having a bearing and as things to think about. So if you're looking at that, she made mention of the need that, okay, now that that is happening, we have to see what to do. Women, we'll talk about women in this particular case, that they also have to take advantage of this social media so that it can help them. We're not just talking about just being on social media for the sake of it. You know, you network with intention, that now that these things are happening, what can we take advantage of that is already available for us for free, which is social media, definitely. But then while we're doing that, let's do it with strategy. Let's do it with intention, with goal, thinking that basically using what we have to get what we need, right? That's basically what it suggests. And so that's the point. But while you're doing that, you also need to protect yourself. You need to give yourself advantage. That's what leverage is about. You are leveraging the what is available for free, but you're also building with intention and saying that, okay, I need to protect what is my own, because, you know, we've also seen people losing their accounts, or their accounts getting hacked, for example, and they were building huge followings and all of that. What happens then? And even when it's not hacked, or even if you maybe, I'll use an example with LinkedIn. I've been seeing people getting losing their accounts or being shadow banned. I've heard that word being used as well. It's not just about that, but let's say they were not shadow banning you, but maybe something happened to the whatever they use to actually be sustaining and running the app, allowing it to go. And you are busy building your business, if it's your business, and it's totally running completely just on it. There's no part where you are integrating it with other things of yours. What happens then? Have you thought about that? Have you thought about, you know, your systems and putting things in place to safeguard yourself against such kind of things? Have you thought about that? These are the things that we need to think about, and this is the reason for why we would want to have, you know, a talk like this. So yes, I've laid the ground, we've thought about it, I hope you are, and so yes, we'll be back.
Innovative instigation.
Feels like the best of times and yet the worst of times. We are seeing it everywhere. Tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. It's demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth, and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful, no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up, and Stay Up Summit.
Hi, and we're back. And this time we have confidence with us. So, yes, let's have confidence. Hi, confidence.
Confidence. Hi, good evening.
Good evening,
Good evening.
confidence.
Confidence. Can you
Say
please
your
say your
like
name
the other one?
like the other one?
I don't know how to
I don't
pronounce.
know
I
how
don't
to
want to
pronounce. I don't
say
want
the wrong
to say
things.
the wrong
I
things.
need we all
We
need this
all need
lesson
this
right now.
lesson right now.
So please
So
start
please
there and
start
then
there and then
introduce. Tell us a
introduce.
little bit about
Tell us a little
yourself.
bit about yourself. All right. So my name is Mobo Confidence Oluchukwu. I'm from Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria. So I'm a web designer and I've worked with different companies to handle their website for them and also manage their website. So I am here today to speak on the topic on the team. The team is a tour on how to elevate your brand, business, career, leveraging social media. So there are a lot of things or a lot of ways that you can leverage social media by using what? By using your website. So, and that is what I'm going to be talking about today. A way to elevate your brand, a way to elevate your business, your career using social media by leveraging social media tools. So, I am, let me say, my mantra, let me say, what I believe in is be you, be you, because a lot of us are trying to build personal brands out there and we are trying to inculcate who we are not into our brands. And when you try to bring in who you are not inside your brand, it's going to affect everything you are doing because there will be any originality in what you are doing and your life will be what you can't find alignment in what you are doing. So when you are trying to build anything on social media, Just try to come out real, be you. That is the only way that you can be able to leverage anything you want to leverage, and it will do what it will turn out to be good, and it will turn out to attract the right people that you want to be attracted to your personal brand in any platform you're trying to build it. So I believe that this is part of a few points of mine. I'll be able to introduce myself, and I don't know, is there any other thing that you need me to, or should I go ahead with my presentation?
Love, I wanted to make a quick comment about what you said, in agreement with showing up authentically as yourself. Yes, we do need to learn from other people. We get different inspiration and all of that, but the true value lies in being who you are and showing up as that. Even if you're drawing inspiration from other people. And interestingly enough, for me, that's why my social media handle is being Tshepo Zelayakosi. It's about being me, and I only know how to be myself. And when I came up with that handle, also, it was about that I found myself experiences where it was like I am, having to ask for permission or explain to people that, okay, this is me and this is why I am. But at the end of the day, I just decided to just put it out there that I am me and I am being me. Hence, that's the social media handle. And on that note, I'm not trying to be anyone else. I only know how to be myself. I'll be the best of me. And it pays to be just that. So yeah. That was my addition, and in agreement to what you were talking about. And then yes, we're ready to proceed. But I just wanted to say that yes, the title of like for you to actually go to the title of your talk, not just the theme, so that people get the context, that the title is like drilling down to the agenda of the day, which is that we're trying to get people to set up themselves for brand growth and leadership. Because we need to lead ourselves. We need to lead those who we want to attract as well to the solutions that we want to offer, so that we can solve whatever pain points they're having, right? And then we're leveraging landing pages and websites for credibility, visibility, and conversions. So that is it. It's called setting up for brand growth and leadership, leveraging landing pages and websites for credibility, visibility, and conversion. Yes. On that note, I'm going to hand it over to our very capable and confident tour guide for today.
You're with my slides, right?
Innovative instigation.
Feels like the best of times and yet the worst of times. We are seeing it everywhere. Tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. It's demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth. and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up and Stay Up Summit.
Innovative instigation.
In a world where technology is rapidly changing the workforce, have you ever wondered the impact of AI and tariff war on women? How can women leverage social media to access information to build their personal brand and also get access to their available resources? Hi everyone, I'm Zubaita Siddiqui. I'm a public speaker and a digital marketing strategist. Today, I want us to explore some of the impacts AI and tariff war has on women. First of all, AI has come to stay, and it's either we embrace it or we allow it to take control of our lives. But some of the impacts of this AI and tariff war on women is, first of all, women in the manufacturing and data entry sectors are at a very risk of losing their job. This is because AI and automation will take control of their job, will be doing their work for them, and because of that, employers may want to displace them. Secondly, women will face the challenge of accessing financial support, especially women in entrepreneurship. Tariff war will also have an impact on women and placing barriers on them having access to financial service, and it will also have an impact on their livelihood. But aside that, there are also opportunities on social media that women can take advantage of. And what are they? We have networking opportunities. Women can network on social media. For instance, when you go on LinkedIn, you see a lot of women making an impact. There are a lot of women doing very well for themselves. You can network with them, and from there, it can create a lot of opportunities for you. Personal branding. We can use social media to build our personal brand. You can build your personal brand as a woman on social media by positioning yourself as an expert in your field of work. And lastly, access to information. There are lots of information on social media which you can get access to as a woman. Information on your self-care, information on how to acquire new skills, and information on how to build your personal brand. But aside that, women are still excluded in some places. And we all know that women are excluded in places like leadership position and also in STEM field. So how can we use social media to call for the inclusion of women in those sectors? First of all, we can use social media to amplify the voices of women. We can use it to share our stories. Women that making it big out there. We can use social media to amplify their voices by sharing their stories on social media so that it can go well for people to see what women are doing. We can also provide the necessary information for women on social media. When women have the right access to information through social media, it can boost their self-confidence and also provide more opportunities for them.
Hello, and we are back. We are back. And stepping up. So yes, as I had mentioned, and I was explaining what the topic was about, or is about rather, and it's just helping us so that we can facilitate brand growth, and the times that we're in are calling for leadership, And as we are leading, you need to be credible. You need to be seen. You can't just lead. And then to get the results that you're looking for, it requires conversion. And hence the title. Yes, we have confidence. Yes, we have confidently back. Confidence, who is confidently back. Hi, Confidence. Welcome back.
All right.
Hi, Confidence.
I'm happy to be part of this, and it's a pleasure to spend. Sorry, I can't hear you.
All right, I'm excited to. I'm also excited to have you back.
Okay, so on the topic I'm going to be talking about, elevating your brand, career, business, personal brand, leveraging landing pages and websites for visibility, credibility, and trust building. So, one thing we need to know about social media, when our host was talking, she made mention of building on social medias, and we have been recently hearing news of people's accounts being shadow banned overnight, and they're waking up in the morning to see that they can't access their accounts anymore. And we're like, how come this thing is happening to me? It can happen to anyone in as much as we don't pray for it, but we need to put a preventive measure to this. That is why we have what we call plan A and we have plan B. So plan A is your major plan. Why plan B is your second plan. So when we are talking about plan A is something you have built on, something you have trusted. Then when that thing is now what is now failing, then you can have another thing that you are using to back it up. So your website or your landing page should be your plan A. They should be your plan A because that is the only thing you trust that tomorrow is not going to be blocked, or it's not going to be shadow banned, or it's not going to be brought down by one company or the other, because you are the one that owns it, you are the one that built it by yourself. But social media is more like plan B, because you are using it to do what? To drive traffic to that your website. So even if you don't, your social media account gets blocked or gets shadow banned or gets any form of security threat on it, you are not going to lose your leads and you're not going to lose your customers because your plan A is still active. So that's why I'm going to be talking on this topic, leveraging leveraging landing pages and websites to elevate your brand, to build that credibility, to build that trust, and to build that visibility that your brand truly deserves. All right. So I'm going to be going into my slides now, and to because I'm not going to be wasting much of our time, so that I won't bore us with too much stuff. So I'm going to be heading over to my slides to give us a perfect illustration of what I'm talking about and to help us know how we can do this, because a lot of us know that we need a website or that our brand needs this, but we don't know how to go about this. So tonight we're going to be breaking it down in a layman's understanding, everything you need to know about building a landing page for your website, for your business, and for your personal brand. All right. So slide 2. I've already said. Can you bring up my slides? Hi, can you bring up my slide?
Slide.
Can you bring up my slide? Can you bring up
Okay, proceed. We're on the part where you're asking on your slide where you're asking us to briefly hear you out.
All right, but you can hear me now, Abby. Okay, so in my slide 2, I talked about first of all, I'm not here to bore you with topics or old jargons that you don't know about, or things you have heard, or things you don't know. But I'm going to open your eyes to a lot of things that you don't know about landing pages and websites. So first of all, I'm here to show you what you can actually do with what you already have. Yes, I'm not trying to bring in something you don't have or something that you cannot afford. I'm trying to open your eyes on how you can leverage and use things that you already have. So social media is not just for entertainment, it's a tool. Yes. So it's a tool, and it's only the wise that utilizes this tool very well. So a lot of people are just on social media for entertainment. We are exploring and enjoying everything we are doing, but that is not the main thing. If you are there to build a personal brand, or if you are there for something serious with your business or with your brand. So that is why I'm going to be teaching you how to integrate social media as a tool for you to be able to elevate your brand. So, and today I want to show you how to turn that tool into a magnet for what? For opportunities. Yes. So that social media that you have, that your Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn account can be turned as a magnet for opportunities. When we talk about magnet, to me, it attracts opportunities. You're not seeking for those opportunities. Rather, those opportunities are being attracted because of who you are and because of the tools you are utilizing. So that is the first thing we're going to be talking about. And in order to head over to that, we are still not able to bring up my slides. So I'll be making use of it from there. So first of all, I would say that social media helps you show off. Social media helps you to show off. Yes, it helps you to be visible. It helps everybody to see you. It helps your friends, your family members, even people that don't know you to see you. Yes, even people that want to do business with you, the social media that will enable them to see you. Then I will not say that, but it is your landing page. It's the website that says whatever deal you are bringing to your prospects. So when we talk about prospects, prospects are people that you are trying to bring in to work with you. They are not yet your clients. You are still presenting your offer to them for them to trust you, because it's not easy to trust somebody on internet, because there are a lot of fraud activities on the internet. So for those prospects to trust you, you have to present to them a trust magnet. You have to present to them something that shows that you are credible for them to trust you. It might shock you that before I work with anybody, or before you tell me that this company is doing so so and so, or if I want to search for jobs on the internet, before I even apply, I will check out the company if they have a website, or a company reaches out to me that they want this and this. I'm going to check out if that company have a website. And when I get to that website, I'm going to go through it to be able to understand what they're doing. And it might shock you that if I didn't find that company on the website on Google search engine, it will be difficult for me to work with them. Okay, I was sharing a story one day when I think last year when I finished school, I was looking for jobs and applying for jobs on LinkedIn. Then I was not active on LinkedIn to build my personal brand. So I was just searching for jobs. And I was like, then the day came, I saw one job. Opportunity. When you are desperate, you even though you know that this thing is not legit, you try to put your head inside it because you're desperate for opportunities. So I applied for the job and the pay and everything seems so fake. But who am I? Because I'm in desperate need of a job. I said, let me see the end of this. I searched for the company on LinkedIn. I can't find them. I searched them on Google. Can't find their website. And the most, secretive part of this thing is that they're using Discord app that you cannot be able to track them. If anything goes wrong, you cannot be able to track them. So when I searched for these people on Google, I didn't find them. I searched them on LinkedIn, searched them on different social media. I can't find them. I was like, no, this is not legit. This is not legit. But I was like, okay, let me see the end of this issue. And it turns out that they are from. So you can see what I'm saying, that when you have a website, it shows that what it helps you to build trust, because people don't need to trust what you say most times. They need to see what you can be able to do in order to do what to trust you. So, for example, when I'm talking about you need um, landing pages to seal whatever thing you're bringing to your prospects on internet. If you are selling, a digital course, or you're selling a digital product, you're not just people are not buying on that, um, whether Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. There must be an external link. Yes. So that's a that I'm not talking about people that don't know what they're doing. I'm talking about standard people. I'm talking about standard people. Yes. So there must be an external link. That external link is a lead magnet. It's a page that sells the interest of your audience. So somebody reaches out to you or comes across your profile and wants to purchase the offer. I can't even count countless times that I went to people's profile to book their services, and I check out their bio and to click on the link on to their landing pages. And maybe I can't even find something that I wish to trust them. I'll just leave because I don't want my money to be lost on the internet. So the link you put there is where what is where your lead magnet is. Then people going to that link landing page or that link you put on your bio is what is another action. So when they get there, they're going to see everything they need to know about you to be able to trust you to pay you their money. In that place is where you see both your testimonials, every information they need to know that will enable them to know that you are the right fit for whatever thing they are looking for. So that is why I said that landing pages or websites help to seal your offers. You have to see whatever thing you're bringing to the table as a content creator. As a personal brand owner in your career, in your business. So another thing is, okay, let me give you an example, or let me ask you this as a question. If you post your offer and people click on your bio, where do they land? You are selling something, you're asking people to DM you, you're asking people to click on your bio. Where do they land? Are they going to land on that same Facebook? No. Are they going to land on your LinkedIn? No. So there is no possible for you to put Facebook link inside LinkedIn and say, oh yeah, go there, buy. No. This must be what a lead magnet page. That is where landing page is. So that's why we say that Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, that they are what they are not your own. But you can do what you can own your landing pages, and that is where your superpower is as a personal brand owner. So we are going to head over to the next slide, which is we're going to be talking about a landing page. So we said that a landing page is, I'm going to be breaking it down to you, the level that you understand it. But can you hear me, please? Let me know.
Definitely.
Hi. Okay. Come in, please.
Yes, we can hear you. We
Okay,
can
I'm
hear
coming.
you. Loud and clear.
All right. So we are going to be talking about landing pages. So we said that a landing page is a one-page website where people learn about one thing and take one action. So there is a difference, a very big difference between a website and a landing page. There is a very big difference. So when you're talking about a landing page, is a one-page website, which means there is no side talks, there is no side distractions. There is nothing like, oh yeah, go to about section. No, it's a one-page website that people take only one action, only one action. There is not going to be two call to actions there. No, it's only one action that you want them to take there. But a website is more like a combination of different pages. A website is a combination of different pages. You have the about page, you have the home page, you have the contact us page, you have the services page, and everything. But a landing page is a one page website. So, which means if you are selling a course for nursing mothers and you want these nursing mothers to come to that website to go to take actions or to tell them more about your services, to put both testimonials of nursing mothers that have, benefited from your services, to show your certifications on why nursing mothers need to trust you, to tell your stories that I was once a nursing mother and this is what I face and this is why I'm bringing this offer to you. So what you need is a landing page. Then this landing page is where people come, these nursing mothers, and maybe you want them to book or to join your community. Once after sharing everything, all your stories, your certifications, your testimonials, the one call to action there is join my community or book a one-on-one conversation with me. So you say that it's only one action. But when you get to a website, there are lots of actions to be taken. That's why when people come to a website, they will be lost. They will be lost because there are a lot of links to be clicked. And once you click on one link, it will take them outside the website. They will not even remember that they came to a website like your own before. So that's why when you are trying to attract leads and to keep them, you need a landing page to be able to, because the attention span of people is too small. So that's why when you are even thinking that they are still around, they have left. That's why once they land on your page, you start telling them what they need to hear. What they need to hear is not what you yourself need to hear. What they need to hear to keep going down your page to be able to take that one action you wanted to take. That's why you need to do what incorporate everything you need to do to make sure that they stick around. That's why bringing emotional marketing is important because people tend to buy what they emotionally feel is important to them. So if you are talking anything that is not emotionally attached to them, they will not try to take action. So when we say one action, it could be sign up, it could be buy a book, it could be join a wait list, it could be book a one-on-one conversation with me. So that is what we mean by take one action. Then we talk about why does this landing page matters? Because why does it matter? I know most of people asking, why does it matter? Is it a must? Is it a necessity? It matters because it gives your audience a place to act, not just to scroll. Yes, it gives them a place to act, not just to scroll and enjoy themselves. They came for business, and that business they must do. So when my sister, I was talking with my sister one day. She was like, she came to a landing, somebody's landing page. She saw an advert, and she was like, okay, she has been following this woman for long, and she was like, okay, she saw one of her programs, and she clicked on a landing page to. I think it was an advert. Okay, she hadn't been following the woman. It was an advert, so she saw how the woman talked, and okay, she clicked on the landing page, and when she got to the landing page, she told me that this woman arrested her there with her copies. She don't have any other option than to pay instantly. She said that everything in that landing page was God. Even the questions she had in her mind, the woman answered it in that landing page. So we're still coming to that. So you see what we call emotional marketing. People cannot take actions except they feel that you're talking to them, except you do what you connect to them. So that doesn't mean that this woman doesn't have a social media page. No. But that landing page is telling them that this is specifically meant for him. And once they get to that landing page, they are going to do what they're going to see themselves in that landing page to be able to take action. So we are going to head over to the next slide, which is which is so we said, what are the uses of this landing page? What are the uses of this landing page that we are talking about? The uses, what can it be used for? Yes. So when it becomes whatever thing that you're doing in life has its uses. So there is nothing that doesn't have any use. So the same thing applies to landing pages and websites. It has uses, it has what it's being used for, specifically each of them. So I'm going to talk about landing pages. We're going to talk about one that it is used to sell products or services without needing a full website. So when you want to get a full website can be, let me say much. You need to budget much. You need to budget much to get a full website. It's not something I just wake up one morning and say, I'm ready to buy to get a website. You need to budget. You need to put a good budget for it. Set aside a good budget for it. But when you're talking about landing pages, something that you can easily do. Yes. So that's why it is used to sell products or services. It is used to sell what it is used to sell your products and your services. That's why there are a lot of tools or softwares, let me say software that enables you to create landing pages. But if you want to personal, even Canva enables you to create landing pages. But the only problem is that the link is not going to be customized to your own, to be your own. So when people are seeing that link, they are seeing Canva there. So if you want it to be customized to be your own, so let me say that my name is Pogo Confidence, now confidence.com. If it's Canva I used to create a website, go to confidence.canva.com. There is no way that you take the shine of Canva because it's their website you're using. So you see what I'm saying? So everybody is interested in presenting their brand in you. So you cannot take the shine of Canva. So if you build anything on their website, their name is going to enter there. Confidence.canva.com. Confidence.canva.com to show them that anybody that is using that particular page that is Canva that they use in building, and the person will be, oh, I want to use Canva to build my own, and the person will be like, okay, how do you use Canva? You can see now. So, but if you want to get a domain name for yourself, there are different hosting companies that you can get a domain name. That is where you can be able to buy confidence.com. Your business, if your business is Emily's hair, you're going to do what? Buy emilyshair.com or innovative investigation enterprise.com. It's not going to have any other attachment to it. Another one is for online courses or freebies. I see a lot of people, personal brands, pulling weight and exploring. So one of the ways that you can be able to present your offers without people doubting you is by having a landing page. That is one of the uses. So your courses, your freebies, you're going to put testimonials of people that have, benefited from it. A lot of things to enable people that also want to register to be able to see encouragement and motivation to register. So another one is for personal portfolios. So this is for freelancers and creatives. So if you're a freelancer, you need a landing page. Yes, there's what we call one page website. It's also a landing page. You can also create it as a freelancer, and you can use it to present your work. So when clients are saying, I need evidence, and what can you do? You show them your work. So you don't need to start defending yourself. Just put in everything you need to do if you're a freelancer. Every information that people need to know about you, the companies you have worked for, the results you have achieved. If you're a social media manager, you can put the metrics, the engagements you drive even in people's posts, everything that will convince that particular recruiter that you are the best fit for this job. Attach it, even if they don't ask you to attach that portfolio link, attach it there because it carries its own mark. Yes. So another one is for capturing leads before launching something. So let's say you want to launch a product and you're like, okay, what do I need to do? The first thing you need to do is to create a landing page. That landing page is join the waitlist landing page. So in that landing page is where you're going to tell them everything they need to know about that upcoming event you want to launch, or upcoming course or upcoming program you want to launch, and you're able to convince them that okay, this is this is the reason why you need to sign up for this particular course and wait. Yes. So landing this thing landing page is what you use to gather them for the meantime, and they take action there, and they come to a particular group, and maybe if you want them to be in a particular group or you want them to submit whatever thing they want to submit, then is that landing page that we're able to do to help you to capture those lists. And when you take, for example, there was a girl that launched a course on LinkedIn, Angel, who was something like that. So it was a lot of people joined her waiting list. The course had not been launched. But she used traffic and everything to bring people to join the wait list. You get, so that is what you're talking about. Landing page, you can use it to do what, to bring people to join the services you want to launch in the future. So I'm going to be using because we have a landing page for this website, for this event that we are having. This Step Up and Stack Up events. So the landing page is meant to guide you as an attendee in this program to be able to know the people that are organizing this program, to see the speakers, to also take an action. And that action is to, after registration, you are going to get a free workbook. So you see, a landing page tells people everything they need to know about anything, any event you want to organize. So these are our own, I'm not with it here, but from the head to the bottom of that website is telling you everything you need to know. The summit title, the speakers, the motivation you need, people that need to attend it, the benefits you're going to get from attending this program, the speakers, the organizers, and to finally take an action. Yes, to take an action, which is to register and to get a free book, a free workbook that you will use even in this summit. So that is why I'm going to be heading over to the topic that says features. What makes a landing page work? So what makes a landing page work?
Yeah, before we get to discuss that, can we just go for a quick break so that we can get back into it and give a moment to digest what we just spoke about, because it's a lot.
All right, so better.
Innovative instigation.
Feels like the best of times and yet the worst of times. We are seeing it everywhere. Tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. It's demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth, and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful, no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up and Stay Up Summit.
Innovative instigation.
We are back. Thank you so much for coming back. And we were just getting clarity about an example of a landing page, which is for this very summit, and that what it actually has. She just was contextualizing it in terms of what it takes you through, and that what the single goal of the landing pages is for you to register, and when you register you actually get a bonus, which is a workbook. And that's where she was before we took the break, and we're going to proceed proceed now to the next part of the presentation.
All right. So I'm going to be quick with what I'm saying because time is almost against me. So the next slide is what is landing page? Your landing page. I'm just going to give you a few things that you need to put in place before it. Yes. So that's the number one is a clear headline. A clear headline. So your landing page must have a headline that is clear and unambiguous. So it must not contain anything that will confuse people. So if you want, maybe for example, let me say you are targeting nursing mothers, you can say sleep at night. Sleep at night as a nursing mother. So nursing mothers, you know that they're trying to get rest while they are still breastfeeding their baby. So that thing is a clear headline, and any nursing mother will be like, okay, how will I sleep at night? So that is a clear headline. So use a headline that doesn't confuse people. Then the next one is one purpose. Your landing page should have only one purpose. Don't come and tell people, oh yeah, sign up. The next one you're telling them, send the DM. The next one you're telling them, join the wait list. No. Don't confuse people with whatever call to action you're giving them on your landing page. Let it be one point. Let it be one CTA. So another one is eye-catching visuals. So eye-catching visuals is one thing that people don't even understand that works like magic. You're telling somebody that you are a professional, you are a CEO, you are whatever you call yourself, but your visuals is saying otherwise. Your visuals is saying otherwise. So I think one day my sister was like, okay, somebody is telling me to pay money to make me a billionaire. I went to their page and I'm seeing somebody that is not even a billionaire. So how come a poor man wants to make me a billionaire? Why he hasn't made himself a billionaire? So if you are talking to people, you know your target audience. So be like you what you want people to testify. So you're telling people that you're going to give them financial freedom, but you're still struggling. So, and it's even reflecting in the way you show, in the way you speak, in the way in your visuals. So give people clear visuals. Let your visuals be eye-catching. Any visual you're putting on your landing page should not be blurry. So let it be clear because clear visuals matters a lot, and so it also helps in ranking your landing page on Google. Then another one is simple form or button. Another thing the landing page contains is what single form or button. Just like I say, don't confuse people on your website. Let it be one call to action. Don't try to add everything you know that was no. Let it be one call to action. All right. The another one is your own brand voice. Bring your brand voice in whatever thing you're doing. That's why I say my mantra is be you. Personal branding is not supposed to be hard. Just that people are bringing who they are not into it, and that's what makes it hard. Yes, when you are bringing yourself, everything your wholeness in your brand, people will know. So try to be you, try to be natural, try to bring your brand. People they have their own uniqueness. So try to bring your own uniqueness into your landing page. That is what convinces people. Don't try to bring Mr. A's story because Mr. A used the story and he sells. You not think that this story is going to sell. It's not going to sell because it's not your story. So another one is sorry, is mobile friendly. So when your landing page is mobile friendly, it's going to help in ranking on Google. And when it's mobile friendly, that's when you can be able to, when your landing page is not mobile friendly, people will get yours and everything will scatter. So when you are designing landing page or you get somebody to design it for you, make sure that the landing page is mobile friendly and is also desktop friendly. So it should not be lagging behind in any of the devices, both tablets. Another one is fast loading. Yes, fast loading is another thing that I told you that people don't have strength on the internet. So you have to make everything you're doing to be sharp and sharp. So if your landing page is delaying to load, then you're losing people because people are impatient. So make everything you're doing to be optimized. Another one is trust signals. Use trust signals like reviews, testimonials, guarantees. Guarantees works a lot. Reviews and testimonials, live testimonials, screenshots, they work a lot. So another thing, I'm going to be heading over to the next slide, which is going to be talking about. I'm sorry. So heading over to the next slide, we're going to be talking about what you need to create a strong landing page. What you need to do to create a strong landing page for your brand, which is number one is a short bio or intro. Yes. So you don't need, just like I said, that a landing page, you don't need much. You don't need to budget much for it. The only thing you need is that domain name. If you want it to be customized to be your own brand name, then you're going to upgrade to that plan by purchasing domain name for your brand. So another one is first one is a short bio or intro. So we talk about bio is a brief introduction of yourself, what you do, who you are, what is introduction. So that is what you need to know first. Story to tell people about you that relates to what you're doing, not a story that doesn't relate to what you're telling them to do on your landing page. It's not that you're having a nursing mother website, and in that your nursing mother website in your bio, you are telling them how you went to America and you came back. No, it doesn't align. So let your stories, your bio, your intro, let them be in alignment. So another thing is a photo of you or your brand. Yes, just like I said, photos as a way of convincing people. Show up authoritatively, show up unapologetically. So another one is your brand photo. Your photo should be in your personal brand website. Another thing is the goal of the page. Is it to sell? The goal of the page, the landing page, is it to sell, to collect emails, book calls, just like our own landing page is to collect your details and also for you to download the workbook. So your landing page must serve something that is doing. Is it to book calls? Is it to set for people to send you DMs? Is it for people to join your waitlist? Is it for them to collect one thing or the other from you? It must have a call to action. Then a logo, it must have a logo. Just like if you go to our summit website, landing page, you're going to see the logo of the summit boldly in front of the landing page. So you must have a logo. This logo represents your uniqueness. So when people see your logo, they know that this person that is talking. So another thing is testimonials or proof. If you have, why not? You're supposed to have a testimonial to be able to convince people. But you must have a testimonial if you are working with landing page. You must have a testimonial. So testimonial, just like this our summit, we don't have a testimonial because it's a summit, but we have something that we do that will push you to join. You see the video at the end of that landing page is another convention to help you see what you're going to get. Everything you need, everything you have put on that landing page is a convention for you to join. So when you see yourself in that landing page, you're going to, when you see that who at this event, this summit is meant for students, career professionals, business owners, and you saw your name there, definitely you know that is for you. Another one is brand colors. So brand colors matters a lot. So many people don't know about brand colors. So brand color is the color that is unique to your brand. So it's not that today you're using red, tomorrow you're using yellow, next tomorrow you're using orange. No, let there be uniqueness in your brand. Just like when you go to this our landing page, you're going to see brand color of this great enterprise in that on that landing page, which is blue and is it peach or a little bit orange. So that is brand color. So when people see your website, they know that this is who you are. So I'm going to go over to the next slide, which is almost the last one, which is okay. This is more like me telling you something heart to heart, which is don't need to be an expert, you just need to be clear. Yes, you don't need to be an expert to take over. You don't need to be an expert to show yourself. You don't need to be an expert to leverage all these tools. You don't need to be an expert to leverage landing page and website. Don't think that it's only experts. Because I have met people that were like, what am I even going to do to my website? What am I going to do? You have a brand on your own. I see people that are making it already, but what am I going to put? So you don't need to be an expert to leverage social media or you have to do what you have to be able to show your fair self. Just be clear, have something in mind, be clear with your vision. Another thing is step up. Our bold team, a big topic for this team is for this setup is set up, step up, set up, show up, stack up, and stay up. So in order for you to stay up, you have to start telling your story online. Step up, step up with your story. It is your story that connects, that makes people to connect with you. It is your story that draws people to you. So step up with your story. Set up, build systems like landing pages to support your efforts. So set up, build systems to support that effort you're making. So that not one day when your account is shut down, all your efforts will be in vain. Another one is show up, be consistent. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to show up perfectly. You don't need to, you don't know it all before starting. Just do what? Show up. Be consistent, whether you are down, you are still show up. Your faith matters a lot. Your motivation to people, there are a lot of people looking up to you. Outside your knowledge, I'm telling you this, outside your knowledge, there are a lot of people looking up to you. One day they not see you. There was a time I went offline for some days and I came back, my dear was like, so these people even notice my absence. So show up even when you're not, around. Still when you're not, mentally okay, or still find a way to show up. You get. So another thing is to stack up. We talk about stacking up. Stacking up means packing. So when we talk about stacking, we say keep building digital assets. Keep building digital assets. Your content, your email list, your landing pages, keep building them. Stack them up. You don't know the one that will take you to the next level in the future. So keep stacking up your story, keep stacking up your learning experiences. If you are learning something new, if you are trying out something new, keep stacking them up, keep exploring them. All of them are your digital assets. Another one is what? Staying up. So in everything that I've mentioned, if you are not staying up, then there is no reason for showing up. There's no reason for stepping up. So if you can't stay up, then there's no reason for stepping up. So in everything, still stay up. Even when resource feels low, stay in the game. Yes, resource can feel slow. The rate you want success might not be the rate it will come to you. So what do you do in this period? Still stay up, still show up, still maintain your vision. So with these few points of mine, I'll be coming to the end of this talk. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Yay! Wow! That was incredible.
Hello.
That was incredible. I like the way you are still reminding everyone that the agenda is
all of this.
why we're doing
We
all of
want
this.
you to stay
We
up.
want you to
Yes,
stay
we've
up.
been- we
Yes,
know that
we have been.
there's
We know that
uncertainty.
there's
There's so much crazy going on. It's stressful. It's demanding. In fact, it looks complicated, impossible, stressful, overwhelming, whatever the words are. I mean, everybody
is navigating and this whole dynamics of AI and tariff wars and all of that, you know how it makes you feel. And it has impacted people in different ways. I like the fact that you actually are emphasizing that really we need to stay up. We need to stay up no matter what happens, even when you don't have all the answers. In fact, no one has all the answers. No one succeeds alone. And we all need other people to be able to do things. A doctor needs a patient. Aha! So that is the round of applause for you, our wonderful tour guide, who confidently guided us actually. Not is, she has already done it. Thank you so much, Confidence. We learned a lot. And the other thing is, at least if you feel like this is a lot of things that she spoke about, and it's a lot of value that she offered there. The great part is that she's even available to actually support you with all those things that she was teaching about. She's actually able to support you, and it was just for you to have clarity about why you would need it, the different contexts, and then so that when you come to her, you're able to know that, okay, I can come to her for this. This is what caught my attention and all of that, and why, especially when we're always seeing people being shadow banned on LinkedIn and finding their accounts hacked. There are many different things that happen. In fact, it doesn't just happen with LinkedIn, where people were just building. Imagine you're building a whole house, a mansion, putting all these aesthetics and nice embellishments, and you don't even own the land. Can you imagine? Like literally. But that's what it's like on social media. So yes, it's wonderful getting all these features, but you have to think the bigger picture. How do you secure yourself? How do you protect yourself? Because even in the physical world, there's no way you can build a house and mansion on a piece of land that's not yours. No. Okay. So we want you guys to stay up. And please do comment, let us know how you're finding it, ask questions and all of that. And otherwise, we thank you so much for showing up today and coming along with us on today's tour session, and we really enjoyed it. I learned a lot of things. I mean, I'm a computer science graduate myself, but there's how Confidence showed it up and showed it out, and wow. I can't even. I learned a lot. Some other things I don't think I would have, said them the way she did. That's another thing. So, and the other thing is that even if people are doing similar things or have similar qualifications, we all have our own take, our perspective, and our uniqueness. That's because of our brands, right? So there we go. Thank you so much, Confidence.
Pleasure. So, is there any?
Yeah. So we're going out. We'll be going off now. Thank you so much, guys.
Innovative instigation.
Feels like the best of times and yet the worst of times. We are seeing it everywhere. tariff wars, the rise of AI, unemployment issues, underemployment, and even poverty. As the situation unfolds and new obstacles hit us daily, what do we feel? More fear, frustration, and stress. And then the questions hit. How can we possibly succeed in all this? Where are the real solutions? How do we even find the right path? Building your brands, building your online presence by leveraging social media platforms. It can all seem impossible, like too much to handle. But here's the truth. The situation isn't just challenging, it is demanding. It's demanding you and me to step up and claim our unique value, to set up a digital presence that actually works, to show up authentically and connect, to stack up strategies for real growth, and ultimately to stay up strong and impactful, no matter what comes next. This is the blueprint for thriving. Are you ready to meet today's demands and conquer tomorrow? This transformative summit is completely free to attend. Don't miss out. Secure your spots for the Step Up, Set Up, Show Up, Stack Up and Stay Up Summit.
Innovative instigation.
In a world where technology is rapidly changing the workforce, have you ever wondered the impact of AI and tariff war on women? How can women leverage social media to access information, to build their personal brand, and also get access to their available resources? Hi everyone, I'm Zubaita Siddiqui. I'm a public speaker and a digital marketing strategist. Today, I want us to explore some of the impacts AI and tariff war has on women. First of all, AI has come to stay, and it's either we embrace it or we allow it to take control of our lives. But some of the impacts of this AI and tariff war on women is, first of all, women in the manufacturing and data entry sectors are at a very risk of losing their job. This is because AI and automation will take control of their job, will be doing their work for them, and because of that, employers may want to displace them. Secondly, women will face the challenge of accessing financial support, especially women in entrepreneurship. Tariff war will also have an impact on women and placing barriers on them having access to financial service, and it will also have an impact on their livelihood. But aside that, there are also opportunities on social media that women can take advantage of. And what are they? We have networking opportunities. Women can network on social media. For instance, when you go on LinkedIn, you see a lot of women making an impact. There are a lot of women doing very well for themselves. You can network with them, and from there, it can create a lot of opportunities for you. Personal branding. We can use social media to build our personal brand. You can build your personal brand as a woman on social media by positioning yourself as an expert in your field of work. And lastly, access to information. There are lots of information on social media which you can get access to as a woman. Information on your self-care, information on how to acquire new skills, and information on how to build your personal brand. But aside that, women are still excluded in some places. And we all know that women are excluded in places like leadership position and also in STEM field. So how can we use social media to call for the inclusion of women in those sectors? First of all, we can use social media to amplify the voices of women. We can use it to share our stories. Women that are making it big out there. We can use social media to amplify their voices by sharing their stories on social media so that it can go well for people to see what women are doing. We can also provide the necessary information for women on social media. When women have the right access to information through social media, it can boost their self-confidence and also provide more opportunities for them.
Innovative instigation.